The pass is already coming to you. The defender is closing, and your brain just goes blank. That is the moment most players hate the most. Not because they cannot play, but because they are trying to think when they should have already decided. And here is the part nobody tells you. The best players do not wait for the ball to arrive before they start thinking. They are already half a step ahead. So in this video, I want to show you the exact 3-step routine that helps you stop freezing when the ball comes to you. This is for the player who looks fine in training, but feels rushed, panicked, and messy in matches, because the real problem is not just your touch. It is that your mind arrives late. Most players think the answer is just confidence, but confidence is not what fixes this. What fixes this is giving your brain less work to do in the moment. Let me show you what I mean. Imagine you are a midfielder. The ball is rolled into your feet. You have a defender behind you, another one stepping up, and your teammate is calling for it on the other side. If you have not already looked, your head is now doing too much at once. Pass, turn, shield, dribble, clear it. That is where the freeze happens. And that is why it feels so frustrating. Because in your head, the moment is already gone before your feet even move. Not because the player is weak, because the decision came too late. So the first step is simple. Before the ball reaches you, scan early. Look once behind you. Look once across the pitch. Not to see everything, just to answer 3 things. Where is pressure coming from? Where is my safest pass? Can I turn or not? That one habit changes everything. You are no longer guessing. You are arriving with a picture already in your head. Because now, the ball is not arriving as a surprise. It is arriving with information. And once the ball arrives with information, the panic drops fast. Now here is the second step. Do not arrive to the ball with 5 ideas. Arrive with 1 main action and 1 backup. That is it. For example, main action, set it back. Backup, first touch away and play forward if the space opens. That matters because panic often comes from indecision, not lack of ability. Most players do not freeze because they have nothing to do. They freeze because they are trying to do too much at once. If your brain has 1 clear plan, your body stops freezing for a second. And that second is usually the difference between keeping the ball and giving it away. This is where a lot of players go wrong. They think being composed means doing something fancy. It does not. It means knowing what you want before the ball reaches you. That is what calm looks like in real football. Not slow, not passive, just clear. Now step 3. Your first touch should do a job. It should protect you. It should create space, or it should set up your next action. If your first touch only stops the ball, you are already behind. At that point, the defender has time to step in. And once pressure gets that close, everything feels faster than it should. You are giving pressure time to catch you. But if your first touch already solves the next problem, you look calm even when the game is moving fast. That is why some players look composed without even being the most technical player on the pitch. They are not reacting late, they are arriving early. That is the difference you can actually feel on the pitch. The game stops rushing you, and that is the real difference. If you want this to stick, you cannot just understand it once. You have to rehearse it until it becomes automatic. Now let me make this practical. In your next training session, do this for 10 to 15 minutes. Scan twice before every receive. Say your main action out loud before the ball comes. Take your first touch into space, not just into control. Do not try to do everything at once. Just train the habit, because once the habit is built, the match starts to slow down. And in your next game, do not judge yourself by whether every touch was perfect. Judge yourself by 3 questions. Did I scan before the pass? Did I choose 1 clear action? Did my first touch help me or hurt me? That is how you start becoming calmer on the ball. Not by trying to force confidence, not by overthinking every touch, but by removing the chaos before it reaches you. And if you ever forget this in a match, go back to the same simple idea. Scan early, choose 1 action, touch with purpose. If you do those 3 things, the game gets easier. And when the game gets easier, your football starts to look better. If you've ever felt like you always lose the ball under pressure, I've got a video that breaks that down step by step. It pairs well with what you just learned here. I'll see you in the next one.